Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365, and today I'm going to review the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray edition of Tinker, Tailor, Soldier, Spy. If you're new to the channel, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification. You can also find me over Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd, that Movie Guy 365. Okay, Tinker, Tailor, Soldier, Spy is here on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray, released by Kino Lorber. It comes in a standard slipcover edition available at all your online retailers. Now, as far as the film itself, I really like a good spy thriller. Not so much, a film that relies a lot on action, let's say like a James Bond or Jason Bourne series, but something, a little more thinking man's, kind of in a chess game type of situation. The setting is fantastic. It takes place in like a really great Cold War era. And of course you have your two opposing forces, well, three or four actually at that time period. But I like this one. It's got a fantastic cast. I mean, Gary Oldman is just awesome as Smiley. And of course you have Colin Firth, Tom Hardy, Benedict Cumberbatch, John Hurt. I mean, this cast alone is what sold me on this film. I didn't see it originally in its theatrical run. It wasn't until Blu-ray, or might have even been, yeah, I think it was Blu-ray at the time when I did watch it. But I've always liked it. Once again, if you're an action junkie, you're probably not going to get too much out of this one. It very much plays methodically. As far as, the source material, I haven't ever read it. But you know what? It looks like it's very interesting, kind of a world. I wouldn't mind seeing it expanded upon in future films. Who knows? I mean, it's just one of those that, if the audiences love it, maybe one day it'll happen, but I like it. It's really cool, and you know what? You should definitely check it out. It's something that I think, just the acting talent alone would really just give this one a shot. I highly encourage you to do so. So, all right, we're going to talk about the picture quality and the audio in just a moment, but first, let's do a quick unboxing. Okay, we have the slipcover edition of Tinker, Tailor, Soldier, Spy on 4K from Kino Lorber. I like the artwork a lot. I think it really works for the type of film that it is, and yeah, it looks really good. And then we have the back, spine, and interior. No reversible artwork. Yeah, Kino normally doesn't do it, and then your basic Kino disc art. So yeah, very simple, nice presentation from Kino Lorber. Now let's talk about the picture quality and the audio. Tinker, Tailor, Soldier, Spy on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray has a 239:1 aspect ratio with native 4K resolution and HDR10 and Dolby Vision for the grading. For purposes of this review, I will be discussing the Dolby Vision encode. Now, the film enjoys a very heavy layer of grain. I did not detect any kind of DNR or smoothing applied. It looks very cinematic. Those that are sensitive to grain will probably take issue with some of the appearance of the film, but for me, I think it looks very cinematic, appealing, and given the style and nature of the film, it looks really good. For the film's black levels, darker moments in the movie are presented very nicely. I couldn't find any issues with unnatural elevation during the nighttime scenes. But that being said, with the film's heavier layer of grain, it's a little bit more dense in those particular scenes. But once again, I think it does add to the overall look and appearance of the movie. And when it comes to shadow detail, I feel it's excellent and well rendered throughout. The movie's aesthetic, a 70s era Cold War thriller, mutes colors especially when contrast to other films. Here, when presented, primary colors do look really solid. The Dolby Vision grading doesn't offer much color pop in any unnatural way. It stays true to the intent and look of the film. The added depth to the details presented throughout the movie is very visible. The era-specific clothing is nicely defined, especially with close-ups. Skin textures look excellent. Imperfections, cuts, bruises, all look enhanced from the bump up to the 4K resolution. Tinker, Tailor, Soldier, Spy on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray supports a DTS 5.1 audio mix. The film doesn't rely on many action scenes, so what the 5.1 does is it enhances the atmospheric, ambient, and score from the film. The movie itself is very dialogue heavy, so it's free from any kind of imperfections or distortion in the audio, and I think it sounds great. Front activity is clean, provides a very energetic audio experience. And as I mentioned, the surround sound activity is used mostly for atmospheric and musical cues. There's one scene involving some radio chatter. It bounces freely behind you, and I think it's used to great effect. and the low end is used more on the subtle side. It isn't particularly aggressive. There really isn't any scenes in the film that I would say highlight it in any meaningful way. For the picture quality, I'm going to give Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray a B+. Kino Lorber once again provides a very nice 4K presentation. The movie's unique visual and aesthetic I think lends itself very well, and it doesn't provide any kind of unnatural pop with HDR Dolby Vision. All those aspects I think are handled respectfully. The movie looks good, and if you're a fan of the film, the 4K is worth the upgrade. For the audio mix, I'm going to give this one a B+ as well. The film doesn't have many action scenes that really highlight this 5.1, but since it is pretty much a methodical thinking man's film, it does a great job with the atmosphere and the musical score. The film has plenty to pull you into the world that this film takes place in, and while it's not going to be demo worthy, the film I think really has a great overall audio experience. So that is my review of Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray. If you're interested in picking this up for yourself, I will leave an Amazon link in the comments section. If you use it, it really helps out the channel. But if you have the disc already, let me know your thoughts down below. In the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.